All right, what's up, YouTube? It is your boy, the one, the only, the real CT, and I am back in this thing. Happy Wednesday to you all. Y'all, the weather changed and got me. The weather changed and got your boy, y'all. I was in here the other night, sick as a daggone dog. Well, okay, I wasn't sick as a dog. But like when you start getting that little scratchy throat and your throat sore, and it was like, ugh. I woke up the next morning. Well, Imma tell y'all short story, then Imma get into the video. Short freaking story. I took a shower, and then I went out, like, outside and checked the mail, took the trash out, all the things, and it was cold, and my hair was wet, and I'm like, "Dang." So when I realized it was cold, I put on a coat and all the things. I woke up the next morning, y'all, my throat was scratchy, my nose was stopped up. I was like, dang. So your boy got him. I've been drinking tea. I've been drinking Theraflu. I done got me an antibiotic because I ain't got time to be sick in the hospital. And those of you that know that follow me know that I'm a person living with sickle cell disease. So any little thing will have me laid up in the hospital somewhere. But other than that, y'all, let's get into this video. I am the real CT, and you are watching CT Live. Guys, you know I'm always going to bring you nothing but real moments, real headlines, real life, real CT, you guys. So let's get into this video. Once again, the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I told y'all I don't like going scene by scene, but this episode I'm gonna have to do a scene by scene breakdown. So I'm getting ready to give y'all what these are my thoughts and my opinions. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened in the episode. If you ain't seen it, oh well, because I'm getting ready to give you my thoughts and opinions of this. So if you ain't seen it and you don't want me to say nothing, you might want to click off now. You might want to click off now. But let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I believe this was episode 6. And episode 5, I was gonna do a review, but then I was like, episode 5, the last thing we seen was Angela and Pinky getting into it. I mean, they're at the table. Pinky is supposedly taking up for her friends, Kelly and Shamia, about this dirty room. I'm so tired of hearing about this dirty room, y'all. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm sorry. Ooh, y'all, ooh, that hit my throat real good. Thank you, Jesus. Ah, okay, no, for real. Okay, so I believe that was episode 5. We see episode 5. The girls arrive in Dallas. They get there, all the things, and then they have the dinner scene. Now, what pissed me off is Kimberly, K Michelle. No, that's who you acting like. You acting like K Michelle. Don't piss me off. Because what's up with her energy and her vibe between this episode? I mean, last episode and this episode was a little bit better. But Kimberly, don't make me get in your ass. I love you down. I love all of the songs. But you're not gonna come on Raw and cut a fool now. And I don't like this, like she's so much better than Persona. Kimberly, I don't think you've grown that much. Come on, be for real. Because if you grown that much, you wouldn't even got on TV. If you grown that much, you wouldn't even sit on TV and tell the world that you married a man that you believe will be unfaithful to you. So don't make me clock in on you, Kimberly. I love you down. I love you down. I love you down. I love the music down. But don't get on here and play it in our face. Don't do it. Don't do it. So that pissed me off last episode. And Kimberly was acting she's just so above. Ooh, y'all, this is not a safe group. Y'all are not safe. Kimberly. I ain't even gonna bring up your history. I ain't even gonna bring up your past. So don't even play like that. Don't even do it. So um she skips dinner. Let me take this out. She skips dinner. Shamia skips dinner. Y'all, now I told y'all. Now I'm getting ready to get on the fence with Shamia too. And I told y'all I'm tired of all the Shamia hate. But Shamia, she getting ready to low key piss me off too. Now I still love you 5% right now because you about to piss me off with this freaking room, you and Kelli. So they get to the house. They're in a beautiful house. Cynthia puts Shamia and Kelli in, I guess, was it the I think it was the pool house. It was a pool house, a tiny house, and then it was the big house. Um, I thought where it was, I mean, it's nice. I mean, you're not at home. It's gonna be different, but they just, oh, it's just so dirty. We can't get comfortable. Like, grow the fuck up. That big ass house. I know it's got some sheets, comforters, covers, something. Hell, y'all above throwing it in the washing machine yourself. So they done talk trash about Pola, Cynthia. Cynthia done laid out the red carpet, flew them there private. They stand in this big ass house, food, fruit, gift baskets, all kind of stuff. And all they can complain about is the dirty. Oh, it's dirty. Our tub is dirty. It's just not clean. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. So y'all, fast forward. Those three didn't go to dinner. Everyone's at dinner. Portia's like, "Oh, where is Kay? Where's Shameen? Where the people? Where everybody at? Oh, they're not coming because they're room." So then Pinky asked Cynthia, "Is there a reason you put me?" That's really what Pinky's problem was in the first place. She was mad that she was put in a tiny house. You're new. Why would you think you're gonna be in one of the good rooms? Of course they're gonna put you in the outhouse, which it really wasn't no outhouse. It was really the tiny house. I personally would have liked to be somewhere by myself. I mean, if we want to be real. And then Shamia and Kelli, they by where the food is. Don't you want to be by the food? Wouldn't you want to be by the food? So fast forward, Pinky, Angela, they get into their fight. Oh well, argument. I did not like how Pinky came at Angela. She did come very aggressive, and I'm glad Angela's like, "What's up with your energy?" Because it's like, you say you taking up for your friends, but you still seem like you got a problem, like you're upset about something. I'm not upset. I'm just concerned about my friends. She real short, and I don't like that. It's not what you say, it's how you say it to people. So they getting they back and forth. Angela tell her she got a sister wife hiding in the basement. And you could tell Pinky, all of her comebacks were very rehearsed. I should have bought your foreclosed houses. Oh, you're not in my tax bracket. You don't need to be talking about no money right now. You don't need to be talking about nobody's tax bracket but your own. You don't need look, but your own. You don't need to be talking about nobody's tax bracket but your own, Pinky Cole. La 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 la. So all that happened last week, but I ain't gonna go into all that. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. So starting with this week's review, this is really where my meat and butter gonna come in, y'all. So I got my notes here. Let's see here. Episode start. Boom. We right back here with Shamia and damn Kelli getting ready. Shamia on the phone with her sister, talking about, oh, see, Shamia, I was riding for you. You pissing me off for real. You pissing me off. I just couldn't sleep well. It's just my accommodations. It's just y'all act like y'all so above the fucking program. Like, what's the big deal? Shit is a fucking dirt. You didn't even sleep in the damn room. You sleep with Pinky? And then Shamia in this common talk, it's gotta stop. It's gotta stop. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Hold my fart in all night? Or when she got that gas station opening up your legs, acting like you getting ready to pee in a cup. Shamia, you are not in Decatur anymore. Or ain't she? I think she from Decatur. You are not in Decatur. You are down in Texas. Act like you got some class, Shamia. Please. You pissing me off. I'm sorry, y'all. So, Shamia and Kelli in that room, still whining the next day. And then Pinky, I'm just like, I was just like, Pinky, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Cause she was just irritating me the whole episode. Um, so well, I forgot to touch on that too. K Michelle skipping the dinner because you didn't have glam. Don't piss me off. Cause you look, and this is not no shot. You look fine in what you already had on. I'm like, do y'all really got to get glammed up to go have dinner at the pool? Like, I mean, y'all already glammed up from the morning before. Like, is it that? No, y'all just, that was a ploy to ruin Cynthia's opening night dinner. That's what I think it was. And guess what? It failed. It failed. So okay, yeah, we see Shamia talking about her accommodations. Then it fast forward to Pinky talking to her husband, and she had the audacity to call Angela a giraffe. Pinky, let's not talk about looks. You shouldn't be talking about people's looks. And that's how you know when somebody done lost the argument or when somebody just really bitter. When they can't find nothing else to talk about, so they talk about your looks or they talk about a feature of yours or something of yours. Like, really? You can't find nothing else to talk about? You want to talk about my looks? Come on. Come on. Come on. Be for real. Okay, so yeah, she talking to her husband, telling him about the third wife living in the basement. Cut to breakfast. Drew, Shamia, and Pinky are eating breakfast. They start with eating breakfast. Drew comes in and she says she barely slept because of the energy. And Pinky says, well, what energy? She said, your energy was a little like raw, like your energy was, and it was because you come in hot and bother for something that don't even concern you. And you want to put it off on, I'm very passionate about my friends. Well, when have Kelli and Shabia become such close friends? Because Kelli was just talking about your ass eating meat, but you thought it was Phaedra. So when did they become such close friends that you're so concerned that their room is dirty? Be for real. Be for real. Y'all pissing me off. Y'all pissing me off. So let's see. Pinky says her energy could have been, it could have been. She was defending her girls. Defending her girls, she says. And I'm like, are we watching the same show? Please. Are we watching the same show? She said in her confessional, Pinky, that is, said in her confessionals and said Angela was rude and nasty to her. And I'm like, no, you were rude and nasty to Angela. You the one started that whole little squabble at the table with the energy, almost as like you were checking Cynthia on why did she put you in that room. You was upset that you were put in that tiny house. That's what it was. That's what it was. You was upset. You was upset Cynthia put you in that damn tiny house. So, let's see. Pinky. Oh, yeah. I wrote this down. Pinky does exactly what Cynthia says she does. And I'm going to get into that later into the episode. But later into the episode, when they're at lunch, Cynthia talked about how Pinky starts the conversation, runs the conversation, ends the conversation, and then she doesn't give anyone any opportunity to speak their piece about the conversation. And I said, you know what? That's true. She started, she run it, and then she shut it down. Because every time, like with the incident with Drew, when Drew was like, your energy was a little raw, she said, well, it could have been. But today is a new day, and I'm moving forward. Well, just because you're moving forward today, we're still on yesterday because your energy was raw. Okay. So yeah, I'm not feeling it. Fast forward. Phaedra says she need to be eating some fresher plants because she doing too much. And I agree. I agree. Shamia, then we see Shamia go right back into whining about this damn dirty room. They act like the damn room was Motel fucking 6. They act like it was just roaches in the cereal, doo-doo stains on the on the sheet. So what? It was a little dirt. Come on, be for real. It was not like she had them living in a pig nest, or whatever you call it. That really pissed me off. Um, so, but Shamia, I'm still rocking with you, Shamia. I'm still rocking with you, but you done knocked me down to 50%. Now I might like you again next week. I might be on your side next week, but this week I'm on your ass because you pissing me off. So Phaedra comes in once Shamia talk about that room, and then Drew and Phaedra asked Drew, has she forgiven Shamia yet? Why is she not accepting her apology? And Drew says she didn't accept her apology because she had a but at the end of the apology. So Shamia's like, I apologize for the but they have some back and forth. I can't remember all what they was talking about. But they didn't hug it out then. I thought, oh, okay, good. We're getting somewhere. But then I think that's when Drew was like something about her mama or something. I don't know. They finished it at lunch, but they still didn't hug it out at lunch because Drew said, can you at least keep your mama out of what we got going on? And I agree. Your mama shouldn't be inserting. I don't care if your mama got an opinion about the situation, but that opinion need to stay between you and your mama. Your mama don't need to be addressing me on your behalf. You a grown lady. Bottom line. And I feel Drew on that. So fast forward, Cynthia splits the groups and she takes Drew, Pinky, Shamia, and Kelli with her because she want to make sure they okay with the room. They okay, they're good about the room. And she said she needs some reinforcement and she know Drew will have her back. So that leaves Portia, Angela, Phaedra, and Kay going with the other group. So they get ready. And then cut to K Michelle. Kimberly's in a better mood today. So now we all can have fun. Woo! And I peeped this, y'all. I peeped that Kay, I love you, but it's given that you trying to find a reason to be mad at Drew. You trying to find something because that whole thing about her, she said that Drew insinuated that she wanted black. That's not what I got from the flashback and Drew saying that she said you knew him. He said that y'all were friends. And she said, oh no, we're not friends. And she's insinuating that I'm trying to get with him and I'm a married lady. Okay, you reaching. I'm sorry. You're reaching. It's given somebody producing production, somebody told you better pick somebody to go after. You don't really want to go after Portia because that ain't gonna be good. And I honestly see Portia trying to be Kay's friend, but I don't think it's gonna work, y'all, because Kay is trying every chance she get to pick and nag something. And that makes me think of she posted something. Oh shoot. She posted something. Um, oh no. Oh, I thought I lost my notes. She posted something over I think it was last night episode. She posted something on Twitter about the teams. Now, if I don't think I talked about this, but recently, who was it? It was it Portia? I think Portia did a Portia did a recently Portia did a interview with Jason Lee, and she talked about how she thinks Kay by the end of the season, she's going to, if she comes back, season two, she's going to see how I can't remember how she worded that. She's going to see that she picked the wrong team, and I can see what um I can see what Lord Jesus, I'm gonna lose my train of thought. I could see what Portia was saying when she says Kay picked the wrong team because it seems like Kay really wants to side with Kelly and Shamia, especially when she went back to Kelly. You know what Portia did to you the other day, which that was maybe like 2 or 3 episodes ago. She did the same thing to me. That whole thing about that miscarriage, that was a reach. Now she reaching with Drew, this black beef. I don't see the correlation. Now, could something had happened behind the scenes that we don't know of? Possibly. But just from my viewpoint, my opinion on how it's edited and things that's been cut up, Kate is reaching. You're reaching. It's like you want to have a problem with Drew, and I feel like Drew has been nothing but nice to her. I do feel like Drew is kind of trying to feel her out. Like, what's wrong with her? And Drew is picking up on that energy of like, like what? Why she don't say nothing? She looking all because at the table the night prior when she wasn't coming to dinner until Angela and Pinky got into it, she was looking at Drew all like, Drew said you should have a seat. No, I'd rather not. Whatever she said. I'm like, hey, I don't know if you need to take you a little Lexapro, little anxiety pill, something, but come on, come on. I want to see the fun K, the let's turn up K, you know? So speaking of K, just a side note, she tweeted, someone tweeted, Portia always loved you. Portia never gave a horrible or malicious person, like never. She's definitely misunderstood and has a big heart. Now, if the other girls was on something, I can't see it all. And she says, I believe that my first encounter, this is what Kay said about Portia. I believe that my first encounter was the Kelly situation and it scared me. That's not true. Your first encounter with Portia was when she came and sat down at your photo shoot and you cried with Portia. Or did you forget? She said, Portia has supported my single release and everything, but we have to sit down on our own terms. She thinks I picked a team when I'm not a team. I do love her. We just aren't in a great place. I want to fix it eventually. What the fuck? Why y'all not in a great place? The season fucking just started. I'm confused. Maybe we ain't seen it yet, but from what I done seen, what we 7 episodes in, 6 episodes in, I don't see no. I don't understand what they already in a horrible place. Okay. Portia, Phaedra, Angela, um, and Kay, they take a shot. Side note, anybody notice, and I'm sure several people notice, because I see tweets and threads about this. Well, not even tweets, because y'all know I don't do Twitter. I do threads though. I see threads about it in comments. Anybody notice how when Phaedra came on, she was just, oh, hallelujah, praise Jesus. And now she's like the princess of Thotlandia, like Portia was. I'm like, wow, it used to be a time we would never see Phaedra drink on camera. Phaedra drinking on camera. She busting it wide open, popping that thing all over. Boom. Phaedra slip up, cuss. And I know she did all of these things, but I think when she first came on TV, she was a little more reserved, like, oh no, I can't let nobody see me like this. So I mean, it just amazes me how much everyone that started with our old RHOA and to now how much they've changed and it just I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Go back to them talking. And I see how Portia is trying with Kay, y'all. I really do see how she's trying with Kay. How they missed her at the dinner. She telling how they missed her at the dinner. Like, she let her know, like, you would have been fine. I know you didn't want to come because you didn't have glam, but you would have been fine. So, they begin to talk about Pinky. And so Kay chimes in and she says, they said, I think it was Phaedra and Portia. They like, what is going on with her? She's just too much at times. And Kay chimes in and says her it's her passion. And she doesn't think it's aggression, it's passion. I think it's aggression. She's aggressive. She's an aggressive woman. It's very much, she gives a very much dominant woman. And that's why I'm understanding her husband saying, I had to humble you. Because, when you aggressive like that all of that, it start tying into pride and vanity. It's not becoming at all. Like sometimes you got to learn when to be like I said, you got to learn tone. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And everything, even with the flashbacks they showing of Pinky, it just give like very aggressive, like like a real nigga, Shoot, she probably stronger than me. Damn it. Um, and so Angela comes in. What's going on with Angela in her mini skirts? I said Angela, she thinks she done gone back to her 20s. Cause every time we see Angela at this point, she she got on her pencil skirt. And I ain't mad at it because Angela's a pretty lady to me. She's very beautiful. And even though it's the mini skirt, I mean, I feel like it still gives age appropriateness. Like it don't give like hoish. It just give real elegant, classy. And Angela always got her makeup, her hair, everything to the T. I love Angela for that. And so they asked Angela like how she doing. Is she okay with everything that happened last night? And she says, yeah. She said she gonna leave Pinky where she is. She said some things. She said some things. And they both went to hell and it's a new day. And that's what it is. So we cut back to Cynthia. They're on the bus. Cynthia just want to have fun. And I applaud Cynthia for that. I applaud her for that. Because she done flew these women out. Gave them the top flight treatment. Red carpet, gift baskets, this beautiful house, food, wine, drinks, excursions. And then they got the gala. They flying in their significant others. And she's a black woman in a business partnering with a person of another ethnicity, another race, a black woman partnering in her own tequila. That is so big and monumental. Cynthia's doing big things, and it's like they trying to ruin her damn trip over some damn dirty ass room, which it ain't really that damn dirty from at least what we seen. Okay, it's got a couple of dirt specks here and there. The tub could have been cleaned a little more, or the toilet could have been cleaned a little more. Take some damn Clorox, take a scrush brush, and scrub it your damn self. Uh-oh. My camera done left, y'all. Hold on, wait. Here doing big things, and y'all want to ruin her damn trip over a room? Come on, be for real. It's what is really given is like Cynthia said, it's more than just a room. It's Shamia feeling the effect of being detached from Portia because you're not Portia's best friend anymore on the show. And so you don't have that connection. And hell, you got Kelli now. And you know what, Shamia? I was mad when the people was calling you a lap dog last season. I mean, you don't really from just this week episode. What it's giving to me is you done switch Portia's lap to Kelly's lap dog because I'm like, Shamia, stand up. And another thing, y'all, Shamia, she need to get her a stylist. She gotta get her a stylist. She gotta get her a stylist. I be every time I be looking at her like it's either she got a good outfit on, but her hair messed up, or her hair good and the outfit messed up. She gotta get her a good stylist that can even it all out. And how I know she ain't got no stylist, y'all, because when I was looking at her YouTube channel and her reunion look, she was on the phone with I look like her cousin. Look like her cousin telling her, "Oh yeah, wear that. Oh no, no, wear this, wear that." I promise you, and God, I ain't lying. She was on FaceTime with someone telling her. I guess that was the stylist, but if that was the stylist, she need a new one. She got to get her a new one. I'm sorry. So, Cynthia trying to have fun on that bus. Um, and so she makes the statement on how yesterday wasn't a good day, but she wants to have fun today. And then Shamia bring up that damn room again. Oh my God, I'm so tired of that damn room. On how no one's over there where they are and how dirty it is and how nasty it is. And then Kelly jumps in and says, the place is filthy. It's just so filthy. That place was not filthy. That place. Y'all living in a $1 million mansion at this point, house or whatever you want to call it. Like, be for real. And then Kelly says, how does she word that? She said, no one would like to be in this room. It's about what was that Drew said? Dang. She said, the comfortability. You want to be at least comfortable. You want to have the comfortability of where you previously come from. Well, you're not at home. And come on, Kelly, be for real. You live in a townhouse. Come on. Be for real. Come on. So you should be in good company. You're at the pool house. It's about the same size. I mean, come on. It's about the same size. Kelly, come on, be for real. So then Drew chimes in and she says, well, I'm confused because now you're saying the room was dirty, but now you're talking about comfortability. Now, so like, which one is it? And so Cynthia says she's trying to rectify the situation. And she said they are mad really because they weren't in that house with everyone else. Cynthia said how pretty much they are taking the room situation and making it this big ordeal. And she asked them, are you trying to ruin my trip? She said, because if so, y'all could just leave, honestly. I'm like, that's the 50 Cent that I like to see. Come on, Miss Bailey. You better let them know, baby. Let them know. Because y'all know 50 would get with the program. I'm like, and Cynthia, she held back on them. But she went in on that damn Pinky. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, let's see here. She said that she's doing the best she can do. And Shamia said, now Shamia, be for real. She says, I don't know why you feel like we're not appreciative of you. Because y'all keep talking about the room. And then you had Pinky come over here hot as fish grease because the room is so filthy and y'all were dogging out Cynthia to her. Come on, be for real. And see, now this is what I'm starting to see where people say Shamia is playing two sides of the fence. And it gives very much Shamia. I'm going to get on your ass. I love you. I'm getting your ass. It gives very much. And I know I seen a little interview you say, people only take 5 minutes of seeing me and they make this, this hypothetical analysis about who I am. Well, we can only go on what you show us and what the TV shows us. Okay. So we go by what you put out, what you show, what your persona is on TV, but also what the editing and what stopped up. And guess what? They can't edit something you don't give them. Bravo can't edit something you don't give them, Shamia. And so it's given very much. You throw a rock and hide your hand. Cause just like you said, Phaedra said it, which I'm still on your side on that. Even if Phaedra didn't say it, she insinuated that Pinky ate meat. But bottom line is, you said Phaedra said it, but we actually know that Kelli said it, and you ain't tell us Kelli said it. Hmm. 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 So back again, Kelly's talking about comfortability, and Drew said, "What's the wrong?" Oh no, Kelli said, "What's wrong with your neck, Drew?" She said, "You went from dirt to comfortability. Like, what are we doing here?" And so Drew says, and I was like, "Oh, good job, Drew." Drew says, I mean, that was yesterday. Today's a new day. You look gorgeous. So let's have fun. And Kelli had the audacity to say, "You look like the alien in your movie." Kelli, come on. One, that was rehearsed. Two, you wrote that one down. And three, it was uncalled for. The girl said you look gorgeous. But you said she looked like the alien in her movie. But y'all see how Drew came back? Okay, Miss Proportion. Ooh, I said Drew. Damn, Drew good. Drew good. I have a love and hate relationship with Drew, but I love Drew. I ain't even gonna hold you. I have my ups and downs with Drew. I'll be like, Drew, stop lying. And Drew sometimes do be lying. I do believe that. But I'm on Drew's side this episode because they getting on my nerve too, Drew. Kelli and Shamia, both of you. So it gives that Kelli also wants to be friends with Portia, and Portia ain't really trying to rock with Kelli like that. Like, I don't know, and it's also giving maybe like Kelli and Shamia done had conversations about Portia and Portia and Shamia's situation. I don't know, something in the buttermilk ain't clean with them two. It's not, and it's like, oh, this is our alliance because nobody wants to be Portia friend. I mean, nobody wants to be Kelli friend, and nobody really wants to be Shamia friend. So they got each other, and they like, okay, I'm gonna rock with you. You gonna rock with me, and it's just Portia. I mean, Kelli. Let's see. Look, I keep calling her Portia. Kelli with the whole freaking fracas whack. That was uncalled for. That is uncalled for because if Portia come back and nickname you and Shamia and call y'all whack, then you be mad. And she need to let the Horsea go because she need to let calling Portia a Horsea go because it's given that y'all both is on that type of time. I mean, if you want to be for real, y'all both, because according to Portia, you dropping your jaws just as much as Portia is, Kelli. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I believe it. I believe it 100%. 100%. Allegedly, I believe the rumors of Kelli going with the married man. I believe it, and I'm gonna tell y'all why in a second. Um, so we switch from their van back to Portia, and then they go ride horses. They turn up in the car. They having a good time and all that stuff. Um, and speaking of good time, Cynthia looked really good with that shortcut on her confessionals with that white suit on. She looked amazing to me. And it gives very much nostalgic Cynthia when she first came on and she had her haircut, that shortcut. I loved it. Um, so it cuts back to Portia and them in their truck, and they go back to talking about Drew and Black. And Kay says Drew implied, like I said, y'all, that she was trying to sleep with Black, and she a married woman. And I'm like, I didn't catch that. Like, Drew, Kay, it's for me. It's giving you trying to find something. Once again, you're trying to find something. And so then Kay talks about again how Black is in her DM, and I just feel like she picked Drew, and I agree with this. She picked Drew thinking Drew would be an easy target, and Drew is not. Drew come with that fire too. If you push her enough, she come with that fire. So Cynthia's crew, they see the cattle horses. It was 2 seconds. So then they end up taking pictures. Pinky is there. She's still bitter about Angela. Oh, look at Angela. I can't stand her fucking bitter ass Betty. Oh my God. Let it go already. Let it go already, please. So that crew take pictures on the bull. They say, Pinky, you gonna take pictures? She say no, she not taking pictures because she vegan. Mm, my coffee done got cold, y'all. So fast forward, Pinky don't take pictures. Portia group, they don't ride the horses after the horse almost kicked them in the stomach. The horse did all of that and scared them half to death. Phaedra said she can't ride because her wig ain't tacked on. Uh Angela, she got on her mini skirt. Portia said she ain't dressed right. And I don't know why Kay didn't do it. But they was all like, no. I thought that was funny. So Cynthia's group, they finally get to lunch, right? They finally get to lunch. And I'm trying to wrap this up, y'all. They get to lunch, they sit down. So then Cynthia, well, first, before they even, get into the conversation, we dealing with Pinky. Oh, I can't eat anything. They don't have nothing vegan here. I, I used to know someone that was supposedly vegan. And that really worked my nerves. Everywhere we go, oh, do they have vegan options? Oh, vegan this, vegan that, vegan that. And I mean, some of these vegans, they be big as hell. I ain't even trying to fat shame nobody or big shame nobody or whatever you want to call it. But I need to know what y'all doing that y'all still be big. Cause I thought it was a healthier way of living. Yeah, for real. Why y'all still big? I need to know. Like, what are y'all doing? And oh my God, I love Threads calling out Pinky. They done pulled up the restaurant, y'all. They pulled up the restaurant, and the people said Pinky. Now, and I could be wrong. She could have did this, and they could have not showed us. But they said you didn't even ask the restaurant about cross contamination of pork and the grease, and then you end up ordering fries. I thought me personally, I thought she would have went with a salad, but to each his own. But then don't sit up there like you out of town. Everybody's not gonna be eating what you eating. So like Cynthia and them, everybody said you might want to pack you some snacks because Cynthia was nice enough and kind enough to cater to you the first night with the cooks and making sure you had a vegan meal. And the way you treated her and came at her at the table, at the bus, at lunch, she shouldn't have did that. So now I'm not doing nothing else for you. No, I could have went to a restaurant that had more vegan options for you, but I didn't want to. Not saying that's what was Cynthia thinking, but I mean, in my thought of mine, hey, you want to almost sabotage my trip along with the rest of the group. I don't have to do nothing else special for you in that order. So Cynthia opens up the conversation about last night, and let me see here, y'all. Oh, Cynthia opens up the conversation and she asked Pinky, like, what was going on last night? Why was she so bothered? And Pinky says Angela was beneath her tax bracket. Now, I like Cynthia. Cynthia said, hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's not do that. And they get into her energy. And Cynthia was in that ass. And she said, maybe and Pinky, see, and I could already tell Pinky is one of them persons that when you call her on her ish, she gets that aggressive tone. Two, she try to back fucking pedal. Don't backpedal now. Don't backpedal now, Pinky, because you were very aggressive. And Cynthia said, in the words of Cynthia, you were curt. I said, ooh, Cynthia better come through with the terminology. Come through. Come through with the terminology, Cynthia. Come through with it. So, and then I didn't like how Pinky, she reported back to Kelli. She tried to say, oh, and yeah, and Angela said, you called Phaedra and Portia freaking whack, or freaking whatever she called, freaking frack is whack. And I'm saying to myself, Pinky, you saying Angela reported back to Portia and Phaedra of Kelli calling them whack, but you doing the same thing, reporting back to Kelli about Portia and Phaedra. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Kelli jumps in and says that Portia is telling lies on her. Pinky told Portia it was hurtful. That's what my part where she doing the vice versa. You telling Portia what Kelli said, but then you trying to call out Angela for what Angela told Phaedra and Portia what Kelli said, if that makes sense. Did I say that right? I think I did. I don't know. I'm getting my confused now, y'all. But that just pissed me off. So Cynthia says it's all about intentionality and delivery. Okay. And your tone was very curt. And she didn't have any of Cynthia's backstory. When she said, well, she did have the backstory, she said, you didn't have my backstory. I said, ooh, get her, Cynthia. Get her, Cynthia. Because I need the OGs to clock in. Because they get ready to run them up. And Cynthia, for Cynthia to be the friend of, not only is she hosting the first pre-trip, it's one of her branding trips, promoting her brand as the friend of. It's low-key a couple's trip too, because they're inviting their spouse the next day to the gala. And then she having to clock in and get Pinky together. So who's really winning? Who really winning? Because it's give Cynthia her peach back, and 3 of them can go right now. Well, I'm gonna say 2. 2 of them can go, honestly. So she said, Pinky said, let's be clear. Cynthia said, all clear. Cynthia said, all clear. Light her up, Cynthia. Light her up. And Pinky tries to shut the conversation down. She's moved on. It's a new day. Maybe her energy was. And Cynthia said, you run that conversation, you try to end it, and you start it, you run it, you end it, and you don't open the floor for questioning. And so Drew said it's very aggressive. So what did she call her aggressive for? She says she's powerful, strong, and she stands in her truth. No, you're aggressive and your delivery is rude. And I've seen that just from watching you 5 episodes. And you could say, oh, it's editing. You could say this is that. But that's my personal opinion. And until I see something otherwise, that's what I'm sticking with. It's giving very much aggressive. And like I say, and how I've been saying this whole video, it's not what you say, it's how you say it, how you present something, how you do things. Things should be done in decency and in order. Come on, don't make me preach today. So she says, oh, and then Pinky in her confession, she says they don't understand how damaging it is to say as a Black woman how I'm aggressive. Well, I'm sure it's very damaging the same way y'all are doing Cynthia's trip in her brand. For Cynthia having to call this lady to come clean up the house because if I'm not mistaken, Cynthia's business partner is the one that put them in the house. So look how y'all making Cynthia look and trying to sabotage her damn trip. Everything is just not what matters to Pinky. Ugh, pissing me off. Pissing me off. They get into their little situation at lunch, and poor Cynthia was so exhausted. I think it said they end up packing up their food and going back to the house. Cut back to Portia and her group, and they in the car talking about Kay and Shamia. And Kay is going over how she hasn't had any issues with Shamia. And Shamia, is pretty much being a cool person with her. And plus, she like dark chocolate women. She gay on holidays. I'm like, Lord Jesus, here we go. Okay. Fast forward to they back at the house. Drew comes and check on Cynthia, and post Cynthia is exhausted. And I could understand what she was saying because that was draining my damn energy. And I ain't even got nothing to do with the show, just watching it. It's like, dang, these women is exhausting. And Pinky and Kelli try to switch it around like, oh, it's just funny to watch how I'm on the side of is Pinky, Kelli, and Shamia and them. They're draining the energy. But Kelli and them are sitting on their side saying everyone else is draining the energy. And it's just funny to watch. It's funny to watch. No, y'all the energy drainers. So Cynthia and Drew are talking about how Pinky is just the energy police. She's an energy drainer. And it's just, I'm so tired of Pinky. I'm self-made. Her and Kelli, they self-made. They didn't have to lay on their back. And that's my thing. Why they gotta go so low? Y'all all are successful Black women. If we want to be honest, you're on TV, you got businesses. Why y'all gotta go so low? For TV? I don't get it. I don't get it. So fast forward, everyone gets ready for dinner the next evening. I mean, the same evening. Everybody get glammed up. They always see them get on the bus or whatever. And Portia, I think Portia was last on getting on the bus. So on their way to dinner, Cynthia starts a game. What is something you learned while you've been here that you didn't know about someone, new here? And Kay starts it off that she found out Phaedra was nice. I said, wow. That's such a backhanded compliment, but okay. Phaedra let it slide. Phaedra was a good sport. She just chuckled and, took it with a grain of salt. Kudos to you, Faye. I live for it. So then they jumped to, I think Angela might have said something. And then they having a good time. It's light, flowy, laughing, chuckles, giggles. And then Shamia pissed me off again because it's like they were going up and this when Shamia started that question, it started going right back down, right back down. Shamia opened up to Kay. She said she got to know more about Kay and the things that she went through in Atlanta in girl groups and being in girl circles. And I'm just like, Shamia, really? Okay, I'm glad we're glad you got that synopsis, okay? But this is read the room. Come on. I want y'all to have fun. Ain't y'all here to have fun, going to dinner, have fun? And then that just opened up another level of just negativity because Kelli chimed in. I just want to thank everyone that came to my opening. Like that you and that Portia issue gonna come up, but I get it, it's TV. So Kelli makes her public service announcement. And Angela wants to know, well, who all was there? Now, Angela, you was low-key pissing me off with that too. Because Angela, we know who was there. We know who wasn't there. We don't need you to ask. We don't need you to produce, Angela. And you did that at the restaurant. Kelli, when Shamia was handing Kelli the phone. Portia, Kelli's on the phone. She wants to talk to you. or whatever she was saying. I'm like, okay, Angela, don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. I still like Angela though. But I thought that was unnecessary for her to be like, well, who all wasn't there? Kelli, tell us. We know who wasn't there. Okay. Um, so then Portia chimes in about the event. And Portia says, well, I sent you flowers and you say you don't want flowers from a broken person. And Kelli did. I felt like Kelli, she sounded really stupid because she said, yes, I'd rather have your presence than flowers. Why would you want flowers? Oh, I mean, you want the person's presence from someone that says that you're sleeping with a married man? I'm saying, for example, I'm saying you're sleeping with a married man. You are having a grand opening, and you're saying that what I'm saying isn't true. It's all lies. But you would instead, I send you flowers, but you would rather instead me bring my presence. Because if you say I'm sleeping with a married woman and I'm married, or not even married, because that girl ain't married. But I'm saying, if I'm putting myself in it, if you are saying I'm sleeping with a married woman, and I know I'm not sleeping with a married lady, I don't want nothing to do with you. But it gives Kelli really wants Portia to be her friend, and Portia not falling for it because you want to know why. Kelli ain't no good. Kelli ain't no good. And you know what? Britt tried to tell us, honestly. She tried to tell us. So they getting they back and forth, y'all. And here's my part where I feel like, and then Kelli bringing up R. Kelly. Didn't you sleep with a married man? R. Kelly, come on, be for real. She would have been better off using the Simon incident. R. Kelly. So it really does show how much of a fan Kelli is of Portia, because I don't think many, unless you read her book. The only reason I knew she had a little stint with R. Kelly is because I watched the interview of it. But that's the only way you would know Portia had a stint with R. Kelly, is if you read her book or you watched the interview and heard her talk about it. So we know Kelli did one of the two. Fast forward, Portia brings back up Kelli sleeping with a married man. BET weekend. And I'm gonna tell y'all, Portia says, well, if she's a whore, Kelli's a slut. I said, God doggone it, you got to be careful with them. You got to be careful with them, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I believe. Oh, I need to change this. I believe Portia, 100%. Because if y'all go back and look at that scene, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, wait. Let me see if I can find it. Y'all can see her face.
Married at the time? He was there. He was not. No, he was married. He was married.
Wait a minute. Portia slept with R. Kelly. I believe I can fly R. Kelly. The bump and grind R. Kelly. Same girl R. Kelly. I'm like, oh, this is different.
Kelli, this bitch has read The Pursuit of Portia. I mean, she actually read my book to come try to read me from my book. So I really don't give a flying what Kelli is talking about, okay? But thank you for the sale. Your truth dropped in my lap, and I brought it to you. What truth dropped in your lap? That you slept with a married man over the weekend. After you were on a flight with him, he went to your room. And by the way, her drawers came off after the flight. My drawers did come off after the flight. You're absolutely right. I went upstairs to my room, and then Matt showed me up for dinner. With a married man. this married man.
Look, when
He
she
takes
says
his
she gonna lay
friend,
it out,
who I was
y'all,
standing next to.
I want y'all to
The
look at
guy
her
was
face.
literally like, I am here in the room and just got out of the bed effing Kelli.
What kind of man would
When she
text
said she
after
gonna lay
they
it
left
out,
Kelli?
look at her
The way he
face.
handled it was like a boy. But Kelli, the way you handle it was like a slut. By the way, you tried to call him a couple days after we talked. Yes, you did. Because she wanted to find out how does she know the situation. Yes, you did.
And then y'all see that nervous laughter? You see that nervous laughter? Y'all know how people are like, it's giving, oh, I know your truth. That's what it's giving. That's a nervous, you know, like when somebody laugh it off, like, oh, like, I'm not studying it. You really are, though. You really are.
Laugh.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
Like a Tubi movie or something? Like, what are you doing, Portia? It is getting a plot twist. Can I produce it, please? Let's spell it all out. Okay, wait. Don't do that. Don't do it.
Do you know who he is?
She does. Oh, no, do it. I want to tell it.
For her to reveal who it is, it definitely hurts not the guy that's doing the sleeping around, but it's the wife that is going to feel the brunt of the pain. So I don't
Y'all see that?
want it to be revealed because I know this family.
You too worried about me. Worry about the motherfucking liens on that house. Worry about we're gonna say that.
Look.
That you lost.
Y'all, I wish I could record it. I mean, I gotta rewind it. I can't rewind it on here. Hold on, I'm just gonna let it play for a second. But look, you could look at her face, you guys, and it's like that. You know how I say it's written all over your face? Like, you could tell, like, especially when she said she called whoever it is to see why he said whatever. I can't remember all she said. But it gave very much nervous laughter, like, and then for Phaedra to chime in and say, whoa, wait. Two reasons I think Phaedra did that. One, Phaedra don't want to be in no more scandals like that Candy incident. And two, I do believe whoever it is, she must be close with him. So then if that was to come out and she knew, you know, when you start dropping allegations and stuff like that and ruining like stuff that can ruin people's family, you're like, I don't want to be no parts of that.
By the way, her drawers came off after the flight. My drawers did come off after the flight. You're absolutely right. I went upstairs to my room and they met Shamia for dinner. With a married man. This married man, he takes his friend who I was standing next to. The guy was literally like, I am here in the room and just got out of the bed effing Kelli.
What kind of man would text after they left Kelli?
The way he handled it was like a boy. But Kelli, the way you handle it was like a slut. By the way, you tried to call him a couple days after we talked. Yes, you did. Because she wanted to find out how does she know the situation. Yes, you did. Laugh. Are you doing like a Tubi movie or something? Like, what are you doing, Portia? It is getting a plot twist. Can I produce it, please? Let's spell it all out. Okay, wait.
Look at her face. Look at her face, y'all. That's a guilty face. I'm sorry. It's given. Let's spit it all out. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I believe
don't
it.
do that.
Don't do it. Do you know who he is, Phaedra?
She does. Oh, no, do it. I want to tell it.
For her to reveal who it is, it definitely hurts not the guy that's doing the sleeping around, the brunt of the pain. So I don't want it to be revealed because I know this family.
You still worried about me? Worry about the motherfucking liens on that house. Worry about I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
And so why we gotta go so low? Now she going low. Now she going low. She going low. Worry about the liens on your house. Screaming. Hold on, wait. Let me finish it.
You worry about the house that you lost and the business that you trying to build that's already gone. I didn't already on that. You married this next one. We are never do that. This is not a prenup.
Whoa.
I know, right? And my daughter is that prenup. What else missing? Guess what? What else missing? You should be able to read a legal document better than that. Just let me tell you about a bitch like this. Get you to every debt like you, like everything in my like you. Okay. Bitch, you tried to scissor me. Are you insane? Who tried to scissor you? Okay. Hot chili cheese Frito.
Okay. Now, y'all, I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. When she said hot chili cheese Frito pussy, now Kelli made me chuckle on that one. Whether it was rehearsed, somebody wrote it down for her, somebody gave it to her. That made me chuckle. Not hot chili cheese Frito pussy. And on that note, y'all, that's my thoughts and my review of this latest episode of The Real Housewives, season 17, episode 6, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. What were y'all comments down? What were y'all thoughts about this episode? Who's your favorite? What y'all feeling? Who pissed you off this week? Drop it down in the comments, y'all. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I repeat, like, comment, and subscribe, and share the channel, y'all. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook at The Real CT. Follow me on Instagram at Subvert Entertainment, as well as at The Real Celebrity T, you guys. And until next time, you know, I always wish you nothing but peace and blessings. And y'all know I'm always going to bring you nothing but real moments, real headlines, real life, real CT. And until next time, y'all be blessed. Peace.